Probably not the best idea to get this cut so short. But I guess it also wasn't that good when I did by this bitch today. Oh, almost destroyed my computer then. It would have been even greater if it not only was shit and also ruined my computer. Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sam Mark and welcome to Reviewsday, and in case it isn't obvious, I'm not terribly happy about this thing that I'm reviewing. In fact, I'd argue that it's less of a Reviews Day, more of a Rants Day. But unfortunately, as far as I'm aware of, there aren't any days of the week that rhyme with Rants Day, so we're gonna just stick with what we got here. So I guess I'll try and do a mini review of this for all the people who don't actually want to watch the entire thing. It isn't completely unplayable, terrible kind of stuff, but I hate this game because it represents so much about what I currently hate about the AAA game industry. It focuses on the graphics and doesn't care about the actual gamers. It is completely barren in terms of content because it's just focusing on the graphics and like, look at all this new technology kind of crap. And once you actually play it, like you can play it for like 5 minutes and already be like, I'm done with this. And given that I spent $80 on this, and I very rarely am comfortable with spending $80 on anything, yeah, not really good. It's just going to be pros and cons. So I will start off with the pros, which there are a grand total of 3. I'm going to deny that the graphics are good. Like, if graphics are good in the game, I'm totally fine with it. But the issue, I think, here is more about what is sacrificed for the graphics, as I will get into. The other thing that's good is the loading time. It doesn't seem like it's a big deal. But when you're playing a game where it takes like half a minute to load every single hole and you're playing 18 holes, 10 minutes on top of a game that's maybe, I don't know, like 20 minutes of actual playing, it's a bit galling. The final thing that I will definitely not deny is good is that you can customize difficulty things. So you can customize how your swing works, you can customize whether you get assistance on specific parts. I'm not very good at games, but I kind of like being able to make it challenging in ways that don't make it impossible for me to be able to play. So now let's get to the cons. Let's be blunt, there is so little content in this game. It is embarrassing. I know that you're getting into a new technology and therefore it's going to take more work to put in more detail, but you also took an extra year off because you wanted to make sure that it was perfect or whatever, and now you come out with this. The vast majority of this is just going to be talking about how little content there is, because that is the issue. Very simple example is the golf courses. As you can imagine, with a golf game, you need lots of golf courses. In this case, there are 11 courses, 12 if you bought DLC. Now this may or may not sound good, but unfortunately for EA, I have actually played previous games, and this is just fucking shit. Like, I actually went onto Wikipedia. There are 29 courses in Tiger Woods 10. So 5 years ago, they have more than double the amount of courses. And they couldn't try and put this, like, I'd understand maybe if they kind of ended up saying, oh, we'll bring out like new courses every couple of weeks or something, even though they'd charge it for DLC, which I would buy less because I want to, and more because I feel like I'm getting fucking robbed and I have to give them my money so I don't fucking die. Another thing that might affect the gameplay is the game modes. Usually they have a ton. This time they have 2. 2. I mean, I remember when I used to play like PGA Tour like in the 90s, and they had like 5 gameplay modes. This has 2. I cannot even comprehend that. That doesn't make any sense. Why would you do that? They'd have like skins or shootout or like even like the bullshit ones that nobody wants to play but it's awesome that they're in, like fucking Battle Golf and Bingo Bango Bongo that nobody in fucking real life plays, but it's awesome to have them on there. This one has stroke and match play. Why can't you even have, like, skins? Skins involves, like, zero coding. It's literally match play, but you replace 1-up with $100. Where is the difficulty in that? Because I can understand, maybe you can't put all of the fancy courses that we have onto this one because you've got to have all the fancy pre-renderings and Deers doing the right animations for the locale or whatever the fuck. But you can't put in skins. No, you can. You are fucking lying if you're saying we can't put it in because it's too technical, a new engine and whatever the fuck. You make up for it in online things, but seriously, I am fine with playing single player. Can I have a choice? No, because that's one of the fantastic things of the AAA game industry now, is just everything is online. Can I play checkers by myself? No, play with this person on the other side of the country and have chat and tweet each other and tell everyone about how fantastic checkers is or whatever shit. So some of you might know about EA with FIFA 16. They are bringing women to soccer because women can like soccer, shockingly enough. And also I'm going to pre-order that, but that's mainly because I have a friend from primary school on the front cover, which is pretty insane. But of course, EA knows that if you're going to put all these women in, you've got to take them from somewhere. So they have taken, like, all of the women out of this game. What? What? They currently have, I think, 17 golfers in this game, which I didn't even look up, but I know that there are games from like 10 years ago that have way more. And they have no female professionals. They have 2 female characters, one of which is just an old lady character because isn't it funny that we have old people in this game, and another one is like a cowgirl, but she's locked. And if you're thinking you're going to just recreate all these fantastic female golfers in Game Face, no, because Game Face is also shit. Once again, I'm not going to deny that the current standard that they had was so insanely high that it didn't even make sense. Like, if you're having it to the point where you can have Sims and you can click on their eyebrows and they go like up and down and smush together into a unibrow and turn green and cure cancer and whatever the fuck, it's so stupid. But you're going from that level to you can pick 8 faces. That is the level that I recall playing at when I was playing FIFA on the DS ages ago. It doesn't even make any sense. Why are you doing this? You are literally trying to ruin your own reputation. But let's be honest, there are some game modes. There is the nightclub mode, which I would be fine with if it weren't for the fact that it is trying to get the mobile market while also being a console game. It is the most obvious, not even trying version of trying to be a mobile game. They have these little challenges and you can get a score out of 3 stars and you can have like 50 different power-ups and you can have all that shit. It stops wanting to be a golf game after a while and just trying to be Angry Birds. Why? I understand. I love the mobile market. I am constantly wasting money on the App Store. But what are you doing? You're not even trying to be a golf game anymore. I miss the golf games that had the skill challenge things in Mario Golf. That was smart. It was play a golf game, but there are also these bonus challenges if you want. They're just not trying. They're just trying to do something completely unrelated to golf. They're trying to make Angry Birds in a golf game. It doesn't work. It doesn't make sense. And the closest thing I can give to a compliment with the game modes is that the career mode is basically the equivalent of euthanasia. It understands that this whole thing is crap, and the default mode literally just wants you to play like 3 holes. and then just move on because, like, oh yeah, it's kind of shit, so we're gonna just kind of gloss over it so you ignore that part. What? So I feel like, if nothing else, this is the closest I've come to finding a game that I have played, at least, because I'm not playing fucking Call of Duty, because I have a life, that just represents so many problems with the AAA gaming, and they love the graphics, but they ruin everything else. Like, here's the thing, I love graphics. As I've previously said, I love that we've gone from, like, FIFA 97, that are basically trying to hide the fact that they are actually cyborg by wearing shitty paper mache whatever the fuck's over themselves. I love that we've gone from that to the only difference between me watching a game of actual soccer, football, whatever the fuck you want to call it, and me playing a game of FIFA is the fact that I'm holding a controller and I'm actually watching soccer because I really don't give a fuck about sports. This is EA Sports. Like, I know that everybody is like, EA is a piece of shit, and I'm not gonna deny that, even though I haven't played any EA games in ages apart from EA Sports ones. But I feel like at least EA Sports has some kind of prestige of being like the best football, soccer, whatever the hell you want to call it, the best ice hockey, the best, maybe not basketball at this point because I think 2K has kind of taken them over, but they're a premium sports game company. And they've just done this. They've just completely shat themselves. It doesn't make sense. Yeah. I don't know even what more I can say. Like, it just feels like a game that, like so many games recently, is less focused on the creation of a good game and more focused on the creation of good advertising so they can get money from the game regardless of what quality it's in. Also tune into my Awesomes thing. I'm going to be doing one to cover both of the months that I have been away for. Well, the 1 month I've been away for and the month coming up, you know. You understand, don't you? And yeah. Fucking this game.